Are you cuckoo for Kokology? Me too, clearly. That is why I have 6 more Kokology tests for you. And this is a very special edition because this time every single exercise contains open-ended answers. If you're new here and you haven't shared your answers before, welcome. I'm so thrilled to see you here, and I know you're about to enjoy this session. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I love you, and I loved reading your responses last time. Here's a little refresher if you're new or if you're seasoned. Kokology is a fun, psychological game that uncovers different layers of your personality and thought patterns. I will be guiding you through 6 different imaginative scenarios and asking you questions after each of them. Your answers are the key to unlocking exciting insights about your own secret beliefs. Yeah, beliefs that are still hidden from you right this instant, but you are about to get in touch with them. As we move through each exercise, make sure to respond with the first thing that enters your mind. This is what guarantees the very best results. As a reminder, there are no correct answers in Kokology. Everything is always open to interpretation. Your unique responses give you the chance to get to know yourself better. And at the end of every prompt, I will give the more common answers and their meaning. Let's take a moment here to get nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable. Let's take a deep breath in, holding it and closing your eyes if you feel called to, closing those eyes, and then breathing out. Letting the day go, relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper into your body, feeling nice and comfortable, safe and secure, getting ready for our first exercise, getting ready to take the stage, getting ready to take the stage. The world is a stage, and the star of the show is you. Right now, you are a member of a theater group. What kind of play would you most want to act in? In terms of genres, if it's easier for you to think of a movie genre to answer this specific question, you can do that. So, which genre would you most want to act in? And in this play, what do you picture as your standout scene? The scene that you're known for. If you can get as descriptive as possible here, that would be wonderful. Standout scene. Okay, you auditioned for the part, and you are selected for the starring role. Congratulations. What does your main rival say to you when they realize the starring role belongs to you? Flash forward. It is the last dress rehearsal before opening night. You see the director sitting with their arms folded across their chest. They look dissatisfied with your performance, what they like about it. What do you think? Well, the performance is flawless and the play is a huge success. The audience went home happy and satisfied after an encore, and now the theater is quiet as you stand there looking out over the darkened stage. What do you say to the empty hall? Here's what it means. The theater represents a world of imagination that you create for yourself. Your answers reveal what lies awaiting in your own future. The type of play you wished to perform corresponds to the energy that surrounds your future. Did you foresee a comedy, a melodrama, a tragedy? This is the undertone for your future life experiences, and your standout scene reveals what you predict to be the turning point of your life. Was your standout scene a dramatic confrontation? You foresee a significant challenge in your future. Was it a heartwarming reunion? Then you'll reconnect with and resolve past issues with someone you love. Maybe it was a thrilling escape. That might mean you foresee yourself breaking free from routine to live life according to your rules. Was it a comedic mishap? You'll try to avoid taking responsibility of your life. And if your standout scene was a romantic encounter, that special someone is going to come along and completely alter your course. Your arrival reflects how your future self might react to your current self, or who you are right now. How your rival reacts when they discover you've landed the lead role is what you anticipate feeling when you look back on your life. Did they offer encouragement and tell you to keep up the good work, or maybe they warned you not to get cocky and that you still have a long road ahead of you? The director observes every aspect of the performance with a detached and objective eye. Their dissatisfaction highlights a weakness that you unconsciously recognize in yourself. This flaw highlights an area you're most likely to make mistakes in the future. For example, if the director said your character was overshadowed by the scenery, you may need to be more assertive in your own life. You're the star here, after all. On the other hand, if they told you to quit hogging the stage, you might want to try toning it down a notch. Just be yourself. There's no need to be over the top. And if they said you were unremarkable, maybe try being a little more enthusiastic at whatever it is you do. If you're bored by your own performance, imagine how everyone else feels. Your words to the empty theater are what you picture yourself saying at the end of your life. Making moves now. You are working for an urban planning corporation, and you've been assigned to the community development team for a major project. You have been asked to come up with an inspirational theme for the city. What theme do you propose? The project team has a number of members, each with a certain set of experiences and skills. Why do you think you were selected to participate in this project? Feel free to give as many reasons as you'd like. Tell me, what kind of person is the project manager? Describe their personality and qualities as a leader. Okay, are you ready? Towns and cities are natural symbols of social life. Most of the cities we're familiar with sprang up unplanned and spread outward and upward in a seemingly random way. But this scenario asks you to deliberately plan a city for the future, which gives your mind the chance to express its vision of an ideal setting for human interaction. Your answers reveal your approach and feelings about the social world around you. The theme you selected for the new city is something that you feel is absolutely essential to your happiness as a member of society. And for most people, that means the very thing they sense is most lacking in their current environment. Was your theme something ideal, like harmony, peace, or nature? Or did you pick something along the lines of a cartoon fantasy where the sun is always shining? The reasons you gave for being picked for the team are strengths you see in yourself that no one else recognizes. That may be because those strengths are not quite as strong as you might like to think. The people around you are the most objective judges of your potential. Don't be afraid to listen to what others have to say about your abilities. Their evaluations can steer you away from the dead-end streets of overconfidence and self-deception. The team manager reveals your own image of yourself in the future. Do you see yourself developing into a supportive, motivated, and inspirational leader? Or a harsh, unreasonable, and overly demanding boss? If it is the latter, you may want to reconsider the particular path to personal development that you are currently heading down. Let's break for some coffee. Coffee is an experience you only come to appreciate once childhood ends. That rich smell, the slight bitterness, the energy boost. In the right setting and at the right time, coffee can even help you unwind and clear your mind. Today is one of those days. Your schedule is free, so you decide to take yourself out to a coffee shop. What does this coffee shop look like? Can you describe the atmosphere and the energy of the shop you chose? You go up to the counter and place your coffee order. What do you do as you wait for it to be brought to the table? The coffee arrives. You take your first sip. How does it taste? What temperature is it? Coffee and coffee shops are closely intertwined with ideas of adulthood and socializing. Your responses reveal how you manage stress in your adult relationships. The atmosphere and energy of the coffee shop is actually what you seek most in your workplace or your school environment. Some thrive in a lively environment where they are elbow to elbow with other like-minded people. Others value quiet and solitude. And there are others who really don't care what the atmosphere is like, as long as the coffee comes in a bottomless cup. What you did while waiting for your coffee to arrive. relates to a major stressor or concern in your life. For example, did you just sit and watch the other customers? This indicates you're a little too anxious about what everyone else is doing, saying, and thinking. Or did you start scrolling through your phone? This is a sign you crave deeper connection in life and are distracting yourself from finding true fulfillment. The flavor and temperature of the coffee correlate to the level of stress that you needlessly create for yourself. The better the coffee, the less stress you create for yourself. If you imagined it was lukewarm, scalding hot, weak, or too bitter, you make problems where there are none to begin with. If you can create any scenario you imagine, why not treat yourself to a nice cup of coffee in your mind? When it comes to relaxing outdoor activities, fishing never seems to go out of style. It's hard to think of another hobby that has as many die-hard fans as fishing does. So, what is the magic behind its appeal? Let's find out right now. Because you are out fishing for the day. And suddenly you get a bite on the line. As you reel in the fish, it thrashes around and smacks right into you. Where on your body does the fish hit you? Show me on your body where this fish hit you. Alright, here's what it means. That fish acted out what could be perceived as a final counterattack. The area it struck is a place you really want to protect. This is a part of your body that you feel insecure or really sensitive about. You often worry that this area of your body will be discovered and criticized or attacked by others. Speaking of the body, hospitals are unique worlds where life and death, sadness and happiness intersect daily. And you're in the lobby of a medical clinic, waiting for your name to be called. A small boy is running around the waiting area, unsupervised. You tell him to be careful and slow down. How does he react to this? As you look around, you see the door to the examination room is open, just enough for you to catch a glimpse of a gray and unhealthy looking person being examined by the doctor. You realize the person is someone you know. Who is it? The nurse appears and calls your name. Oddly, the nurse looks like someone you know. Who does the nurse remind you of? After you've been examined, the doctor calls you into his office. When you enter, he stays seated with his back to you, muttering to himself while reviewing your chart. He shows no sign of explaining anything to you. How do you handle this situation? Let's break this down. The hospital is a place of sickness and health. By visualizing yourself in this scenario, you tapped into parts of your psychology that feel weak or in need of care. The boy's reaction reflects how you respond to criticism, or when others point out your flaws. Did he act as if he didn't hear you? Or did he stop and apologize? Maybe he stuck his tongue out in defiance. This shows you how others perceive your reactions when you're criticized. The person you recognized on the exam table is someone you feel like you could never rely on in a crisis. The person you thought the nurse looked like represents someone who significantly influences your life. This is someone you have always looked up to, whether it's out of admiration or fear. Regardless of how much you grow or what you achieve, this person will still be seen as an authority figure in your mind. Your response to the doctor's behavior reveals how you deal with being bullied or teased. Do you wait it out, demand an explanation, or simply walk away? Your reaction can highlight your coping strategies in challenging situations. Music boxes are intentionally designed to provide joy and comfort. They remind us of simpler times and can soothe us to sleep with their delicate music. You fall in love with a very specific music box that you find in an antique store. You buy it on an impulse and take it home. Its melody is enchanting, but one day it unexpectedly stops playing. How long after you buy the music box does it stop playing? How do you feel as you hold the broken music box in your hands? Are you ready? The music box symbolizes beauty and joy, as well as the inevitable end of something delightful. We're talking romance, the pleasures of love, and how exactly you anticipate love ending. The length of time the music box plays before breaking mirrors your expectations about the longevity of love. Did it last years, a few months, or just a few days? You know, with a little tenderness and care, the melodies of love might last longer than you expect. Your feelings toward the broken music box reflect how you handle the end of a relationship. Did you dismiss it as inevitable and throw it out? Maybe you grumbled about poor quality and guilted yourself over making the purchase. Or did you immediately set out to find a replacement? Or maybe you tried to fix it. Sometimes persistence is all it takes to fix something that seems broken. What a journey we have been on. I was rocked by that stage exercise and caught so off guard by the hospital one. How about you? Did you uncover any new layers to your inner world? I love hearing your thoughts and revelations and knowing which exercises resonated with you the most, so please make sure to share them. And as always, keep questioning, keep exploring, keep learning new things.